Hi guys, I'm back up here with another reading for the collective. Remember, all readings are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you can DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as it's going to drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. It's going to start the discussion so we all can get on one accord, okay? As well as it's going to share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective, y'all. So I ain't been on here for 2 days because y'all, I went out last night, so I was not waking up at 4 in the morning today, or like a day and a half, I guess to say. But what's so funny about this energy is that the day that this like layout's probably been sitting on my in my space for like 2 days, man. Like I haven't touched the cards for like 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So prior before, like, what was it? Yesterday? Like, yeah, yesterday's like 4 in the morning, right? You know how I wake up early and shit. God like woke me up out my sleep, was like, no, don't do that reading. Let it sit, right? So maybe it'll come through this reading. Maybe we'll get some clarity on why God was like, nah, let it sit. But he, you know, source was like, let it sit. Okay, so I'm done rambling. Let's get to the fucking reading, okay? So we got extra energy before we get into this energy. Let's go on and address the layout. What's above you is your 4th, 5th dimension, what your higher self really wants you to know in these moments in time, okay? What's below you is your 3rd dimension, what you possibly could be going through in the physical, or advice on how to maneuver in the physical, okay? Overall energy, advice, and light work. All right, collective, let's go on and get it popping, okay? So with this extra energy, is very interesting. I really want to show you guys the artwork of these cards. They're really speaking very loudly, okay? We got Interdependence. Okay. We got dark. What do we got? What is this? The Knight of the Soul. Okay. We got Feel This Moment. Okay. Last card here, we got Renew Yourself. Yeah, I'm already getting the message. All right, so what is being told right now in these moments in time for us, it's about us really dealing with our internal conflict, or quote unquote our internal demons. In these moments in time here, we could be in a space where we're being faced with the dark aspects of ourselves that we got to really work through, right? This is that energy. Even with this Feel This Moment, you need to feel that energy. You need to feel those traumas. You need to feel that pain so you can heal it and transmute it, right? This is that energy in these moments in time. You know that scene off of Fight Club, right? Towards the end, like, because, you know, we got Brad Pitt, the alter ego, and then we got the other guy, I forgot his fucking name, himself, right? At the end, to stop the chaos, right? He basically killed himself, like shot him to kill Brad Pitt, right? This is that energy that I'm getting off of this card here. That scene right there, when he shot himself in the head, right? And that's what got rid of, like, Brad Pitt, right? His alter ego, right? This is that energy in these moments in time because it was going haywire, right? This is that energy that I'm seeing here in these moments in time. It's like we're having to really deal with our internal conflict, really deal with our internal wounds, our demons, the shit that our shadow aspects of ourselves. And dealing with that shit, it ain't easy, bro. You gotta look at some dark shit. You gotta take accountability for things that you've done for within your life, right? So far, as well as coming into awareness, taking accountability that you're also you're a good person, but you can be a shitty person as well. Let me say that shit again for the people in the back. You're a good person, but you also can be a very shitty person, right? You know, this is that energy in these moments in time, understanding that equilibrium between both sides of you. Hence why interdependence needs to be looked at. You see? It's like those inner demons. It's like, this could be shit that you've grown up behind. Like, you've grown up in, right? Damn, my words is all fucked up, y'all. Sorry. This is like you could have grown up with some habits, some shit that was passed down to you, that you got to really work through, some traumas that you've been through in your life that you got to work through. Whatever this energy is here, you got to work through it so you can become renewed, so you can get back into your God body, so you can get connected to what you need to be connecting to, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here, because you got to understand it's life. It's life. You know what I'm saying? And we're here to bump our head a couple times. Before it may take a couple times bumping our heads to get the message, to get what God's trying to show us, to really move in that direction towards God, change our direction. But when it comes to changing your life, when it comes to transforming your life, you got to go through hell and high waters to become a better version of yourself. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You got to go through hell and high waters to become the best version of yourself. That's true shit. So of course it's going to take going through this energy. This is like motherfucking stages, y'all. This is like stages. You know what I'm saying? It's like stages. You know what I'm saying? To end here. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time. Beautiful energy. I'm rambling. Let's keep moving forward, okay? I have seen y'all in a little bit, so I got a lot of messages. Okay, so bear with the kid. Okay, so what's above us, right? Right, yeah, this is us really seeing past any illusions. Like we said, when it comes to healing, you're going to experience some tough energy that you have to release. You get what I'm saying? This is that energy. You're coming into realization of who you are and what you are. But it took going through that work, right? Doing that work. Looking at your internal conflict, right? Becoming aware of your internal conflict to really get through this energy, to become a new version of yourself, to get to your true nature, to get to who you're supposed to be. Whatever God needs you to be, whatever God needs you to do. Yeah, it took you going through that shadow work. It took you going through the darkness, stagnancy, right? It took you going through scarcity, all of this shit, right? This is that energy by you really taking leadership and run it back. By you surrendering to a higher power that's greater than you, right? Now you're getting pulled in the right direction. You're getting guided into the right direction when it comes to your life here. You're starting to understand your complexes, your woes, your pains, your suffering, the shit within you. You're starting to understand that life is a mirror. You understand the duality in life, right? What do I mean by duality? Right? Because there's duality in life. There is. Right? Because the world's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up out here. You know what I'm saying? It's about you truly understanding the duality of life. Understanding that you gotta understand, when it comes to getting what you want to manifest in your life, or manifesting the best version of yourself in life, whatever you're desiring in this lifetime for yourself, right? That's cool to have that goal. It's cool that that's something that you want, but you have to know. You got to read the fine print of what you're manifesting, or the fine print of what you're desiring. There's going to be a level of delays. There's going to be some stagnancy. There's going to be some doubt there. There's going to be some the opposition trying to stop you from getting to that manifestation. Because remember, I think I made that example on this platform before. If we talk about the layers of skin, there's 3 layers of skin, okay? This is how I'm seeing this whole entire thing. It's like the first layer is where or the deeper layer is what you're used to, right? The level that you're on. Then we got that middle layer, that transition layer, where you have to break through. This is where your belief systems are. This is where you gotta unlearn and relearn here, so you can break through that layer to get to that new level, right? To get to that new level, to that new ascension, to whatever this is. To get to whatever you need up here, you're going to have to break through those limiting beliefs, comfort zone, right? All of that shit in this layer here, right? Because you're so used to being in this old layer, right? This is you going past the line, like, hold up, you need to go back down, you're going too far. The monkey mind, right? This is that energy you got to bust through to get to that new level with your name on it, okay? Let's keep moving forward. You see this facade card? I really see this as you really being guided home. I don't really see it for the actual, the word itself. I really see the imagery as you being, you're coming home. Coming back home to yourself, right? This is an energy like you've been roaming the world for a minute, and you gotta understand, you know, we're fucking human. You get what I'm saying? We think we know best, but we really don't know best. And you gotta understand, every time we think we know best, the spirit realm laughs at us every fucking time. Every time, y'all. Did I just fuck my hair up, y'all? I'm sorry. This piece of hair is like distracting the fuck out of me right now. All right, let's keep moving forward. But like I said, every time we think we know what we're doing, every time we think we know what's best, the spirit realm laughs at us every fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And this is that energy. You coming into acceptance that you don't know what you're doing. You need God. You get what I'm saying? So you coming back home, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here, as you're really letting go of things of the past here. You're becoming strong. You're understanding your strength. But how do you understand your strength? You find your strength. You find your dominion. You find who you are in the dark. You don't find it in the light source. Let me say that shit again. You find that shit in the dark. Dealing with your what? I think we're going to keep this card. Your demons, your wounds, your hurts, your complexes. The shits that you got to deal with, right? This is that energy. Fighting yourself. Right? What do I mean by fighting yourself? Working hard to not digress to old self, old behavior. This is that energy. You understand how you can get. You know how you can get. So it's about you really not descending. Making sure that you're right where you need to be, okay? All right, let's keep moving forward, because this is what's going to help you become a new version of yourself. This is by you really getting rid of having that kind of, like I told you, that scene in Fight Club when the main guy, he's like the main guy, and then Brad Pitt's like the alter ego, right? Him shooting himself in the head was him doing this to create this. Let me show you guys. Let me show that again. Him shooting himself in the head, right, in Fight Club towards the end, at the end, basically, was him doing this, right, to create this, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here to become a better version of himself. Release the illusions, right? This is that energy here. This is something that you're coming into awareness of. That when it comes to your life, you got to put effort in your life. When it comes to ascension, when it comes to being divine, when it comes to who you are, when it comes to getting closer to God, of course, it's going to be more responsibility. Of course, you're going to have to work harder than the rest, than the next man, right? Of course. When it comes to ascension, right, you're going to look crazy. People going to think you crazy. People going to think you're going the wrong way because you're going against the grain. Right? This is that energy. You're going towards a higher power. You're going towards elevating your life, changing your life, uplifting your life, upgrading your life, removing anything that is not serving you in your life. And that's foreign to the world, because the world's used to just settling for fucked up shit in their life. which we can't save everybody. You get what I'm saying? This is that energy in these moments in time. As long as you know who you are, you're going to get to where you need to go. Let me say that again for the people in the back. As long as you know who you are, you're going to get to where you need to go. All right? Let's keep moving forward. What's below us? Yeah, once again, stepping in your power, overcoming your woes, overcoming your negative complexes about yourself, overcoming shit that is not even serving you no more. You're no longer settling for an energy like that no more. You're in this energy of seeing yourself for who you are and understanding what you need to do. This is that energy in these moments in time here, because you're having that death and rebirth energy, that metamorphosis energy. You're being taught how to really rely on self instead of trying to rely on things outside of yourself. Because all you need is you and God. As long as you got you and God, you don't need nobody in this motherfucking world. God will send motherfuckers in your life. They're additions to you. But at the end of the day, all you need is God. That's it. Point blank period. Right? And you found that out within shadow work. Dealing with the dark side of yourself. Your woes. Your complexes. Your wounds. Your demons. The shit that you don't let the world see. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time. By you staying focused on your walk. By you building a bridge, a sturdy bridge with yourself. Making sure that bridge, that relationship, that bond with God is tight. Because everybody got a bond with God. It just depends on how tight that motherfucker is. If your bond is not tight with God, the connection, the communication is going to be very, very faint. But when that bitch is like this, you can hear God directly, loud and clear. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time as you're growing and really exploring in your life. You start to understand how some of y'all are feeling bamboozled because of, I don't want to say, what's this energy, God? Some of y'all are feeling bamboozled, yes, but others of y'all are looking at your situation like, damn. Because you got to understand, when you're in a fucked up situation, when you're very close and you're, the lenses are like very close in this situation, you're actually in the situation, you can't see. But the moment that you scale back from the situation and look at the situation, that's when you realize, damn, it was fucked up. I was in a fucked up situation. Yo, how did I not know? Right? This is that energy here that I feel for you. When it comes to the third dimension with these 3 cups down here, right? You're understanding how this is a distraction here. Now you're focusing on what's up. God's up. Right? You're focusing on what God is showing you. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time. The more that you move forward, the more that you want better for yourself, the more that you push through, the more that you become successful within your life. Successful over the wounds, the hurts, the traumas, the generational habits that's been passed down to you. That was rooted, right? You start to pull these roots out and you start to understand how certain roots within you need to go, some need to stay. You know what I'm saying? This is that energy in these moments in time. The more that you fuck with yourself the long way, the more that you start to understand yourself, y'all. You got to understand yourself so you can understand the world around you. I repeat, you got to understand yourself so you can understand the world around you. If you do not understand yourself, right, yourself, you can't understand the world around you. Hence, you will be led astray. Hence, you will be a target out here. Hence, you will be easily manipulated out here. Know yourself so you can know the world around you. So you know what playing field you on. Right? Right, let's keep moving forward. Overall energy. Yeah. This is about you really understanding that you're blessed and highly favored, that you're changing, that you're going through the motions. You're understanding the more that we go through the seasons, the more that you evolve, the more that you shift, the more that you heal, the more that you release things that need to be released. You guys are no longer holding baggage anymore, because you understand that where you're going, you can't bring a lot of luggage. You got to be light. You got to make sure you're light. So that being said, carrying all this motherfucking baggage is not going to work for this role, for this task, for this journey, right? This is that energy here. You're understanding all is well. You're understanding that God got you. God is aligned with you. God is creating the best version for you. They're creating the best scenario for you. They're going to give you what you need. And sometimes it may not come in the form that you like it, but they're going to give you what you need. True shit. And y'all, I had this moment happen to me last night. It's like I was planning on going out. I was fucked up, y'all. But I ended up not going out last night. Right? Fucked up still. Right? I got fucked up prior before going. Right? And I was mad about that. You know what I'm saying? I was mad about that. But hindsight 2020, God's giving me that indication, like, I know you want that, but that ain't what you need right now. So we gonna keep you home. You need to be at home. Zion, you've been in the world too much. It's time to go home. Right? This is that energy here. I'm looking at 2 cardinals in front of my window. No. Blue jays. Yeah. Beautiful birds. So communication could be coming to you in any way, shape, or form, whatever that communication is, right? You take it where it resonates. But overall, it's about purpose. It's about path. It's about going, getting to where you need to get to in these moments in time. As you guys may be a bit isolated right now, but what comes with the form of, what comes with isolation? Let's talk about that. What comes with isolation is you got 2 ways to deal with isolations. You can drive yourself crazy, or you can get to know yourself. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time as you're being groomed for your the best version of yourself. It's going to require some separation. It's going to require some isolation. It's going to require some stagnancy. It's going to require some confusion, some chaos, right? This is that energy because why? We're dealing with our internal complexes. Our complexes, our woes, our hurts, our pains, our demons, the shit that we don't let the world see. That's underneath, right? Because this is like the world. This is the world. But this is underneath that you don't let the people see. Only you are aware of this energy. This is you being aware of this. This is suppression, right? No longer suppressing this shit. Being very direct, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. Coming into awareness of your internal woes, your complexes, your hurts, your pains, your demons, the shit that's shifting in your life. This is that energy in these moments in time. The more that you move forward, you start to understand the concept of why you go through certain things, why you go through certain cycles. This is that energy in these moments in time. The more that you really sit with yourself, you start to understand who you are. You start to understand who you are. This is that energy. There's people that actually don't look in the mirror, bro. And I'm not talking about looking in the mirror, oh, let me fix my hair real quick, let me make sure I look good, or let me do my daily route. I'm really talking about look in the mirror and analyze yourself in that motherfucker. This is like mirror work, self-talk, mirror magic, talking to yourself. That's fucking with yourself the long way. Instead of being distracted out here in the world, we're no longer in this space of distraction. We're moving away from that energy. So that's a beautiful energy to see. Let's keep moving forward. Advice. Yeah, this is that energy. We're in this space of accepting our folly and learning from them. Right? Learning, taking the teachings from it and learning from it, right? This is that energy in these moments of time. Like I said, we're now surrendering to a higher power that's greater than us. As we're confronting these inner woes, these demons, these complexes, the shit that we don't like to look at, the dark side, of ourselves that we don't like to look at, we're looking there, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. We're understanding that, yeah, man, to create a better version of yourself, to create a better life for yourself, you're going to have to deal with yourself. Let me say that shit again for the people in the back. To create a better version of yourself, to create a better life for yourself, you got to learn how to deal with yourself. True shit. Half of the world can't deal with themselves. Right? This is some true shit. This is that energy. As long as you stay focused on your walk, this is where you this is metaphorically, right? Metaphorically, die. Ego death. But is it really an ego death? Because the ego does protect you. Right? This is because without the ego, if you're too in namaste, right? You can be led in some dark places because the world's fucked up. It's fucked up out here. This motherfucker will eat you whole if you let it. True shit. Right? So the ego does protect you to make sure you set boundaries when it comes to the world. True shit. This is that energy. The more that you move forward, the more that you have that ego death, right? The more that you start to transform. You start to get out of your karmic cycles, because we're completing these karmic cycles to get into these divine cycles, right? As you are moving forward in your life, changing your life, shifting your life, creating your world, right? Because you are the universe, right? It's your universe, right? This is that energy. The more that you move forward, the more that you understand who you are, understanding those inner woes, those complexes that you have, those demons that you have. Because you gotta understand, man, when your shadow self starts acting the fuck out, there's something that your lower self, your shadow self needs you to know, and you're suppressing it. It's about you going down there and asking them what they fucking need. Because sometimes your ego just needs to be fucking heard. Your shadow needs to be heard. Because you gotta understand, man. You need to learn how to balance both this and higher self. That's how you can complete yourself, y'all. That's how y'all can really complete yourself. Damn, my words. Anywho, that's how you can complete yourself. By you understanding your complexes, by you understanding your woes, by you understanding your pain, your suffering, your inner demons, your inner conflict, by you really understanding that and understanding why you feel the way you feel, you can really create the best version of yourself. It gives you a lot of clarity, because you got to understand, when it comes to these inner wounds, to inner wound healing, all of that good shit, it comes from the lack of clarity. I don't have clarity on why I had to go through this. Why am I experiencing this? Why is this in me? Why do I act the way I act? Right? It's from the lack of clarity. When you fuck with yourself the long way, you gain all the clarity that you need from source. True shit. And you start moving different. Because when you know better, you do better. Right? Right, let's keep moving forward. We're starting to step into our integrity, into our morals, understanding what we need and what we don't. Releasing anything that is not serving us in these moments in time here. Changing the relationship when it comes to how we treat ourselves. Because you got to have a strong bond with yourself. Your relationship with yourself needs to be on tip-top shape. That's number one priority. Every other relationship in the fucking world is secondary. But the one with you and God, right? That comes first, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. That's why we're in isolation. That's why we're in this space. So we can build that relationship with ourselves. So we can build that relationship with God. So we can discover who we are, right? Come back home to who we are, right? You know what I see this as? Here, come here. Let me see if I can find the card real quick. Yeah, there it is. This is what I see it as. We're coming home. We're coming home. Right? This is that energy that I see here. It's about us really coming home to who we are. understanding who we are. Right? Right. Give me a second, y'all. I'm struggling over here. Understanding who we are. And really aligning with our truth. Because when you start to look at yourself and truly look at yourself and analyze yourself and really heal yourself, things start to be revealed to you about who you are. Good, bad, and ugly, right? This is that energy in these moments in time. You start to get in tune with the infinite. With the infinite. Damn, I had a whole definition that I totally forgot about it. Fuck it, I'll read it in a second. Yeah, you get in tune with the infinite. You start to understand the infinite. What is the infinite? Limitless or endless in space, extent or size. Impossible to measure or calculate. Okay? So when it comes to the infinite, it has to do with being limitless. The more that you start to deal with yourself and understand yourself, you start to understand that you're limitless. And even the concept of this reading, how it was kind of set up, is very just kind of all over the place. So I feel like you guys are in a space, including myself, of experiencing some new cycles. So kind of in that fool's energy. So that being said, of course you're not gonna, it's like, how can I say this? It's like an energy in these moments in time when it comes to this kind of blah energy. This is new territory. Of course you're gonna be out of the norm or out of the know, right? This is you learning. You're in the space of learning. I feel like a learning space for the collective, right? We're getting to that space within our life that we're starting to learn about ourselves. So we're kind of new booties at it, right? Right, let's keep moving forward. That's it. Yeah, we got 2 messages to end out this reading from the Buddha Wisdom, okay? The first one is, new growth, leaves, and fruits come forth with spring. Enlightenment comes hand in hand with perfection of wisdom, okay? So what's being said in these moments in time here is, the more that you really focus on yourself, you start to create that new version of yourself. When you plant those seeds, you'll start to see them sprout, right? This is that energy. You start to see new fruits, your harvest, a new harvest just blossom beautifully, right? This is that energy. The more that you move forward and make it through these stagnant times within your life, you'll start to understand why you had to go through that as you start to change and improve in your life, okay? All right, let's get this last message. Something is what it is only because of what it isn't. Excuse me. I'm gonna read that one more time. Something is what it is only because of what it is not, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. It's about life. What Janae say? What'd she say? It's in that, what she's like, 44 minutes to 4. Angel walked up to my door. Windows to my soul. There's no slowing down. As the globe spins around, around, I gotta keep going. Right? This is that energy here. Everything in your life isn't always what it seems. You know what I'm saying? There's really in life, there's no winning, there's no losing. There's no bad, there's no good. It's just being. Right? This is that energy, just fucking be. Right? This is that energy here in these moments in time. It's about the world that you live in, what's being shown to you, right? Especially when it comes to society, especially when it comes to this matrix, when it comes to what we live in, right? It ain't what it actually seems, right? It's about you reading the fine print of everything that you experience, everything in your life you experience, everything that you come in contact with, understanding the fine print. Right? Right. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all readings are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you can DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as going to drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. It's going to start the discussion so we all can get on one accord. As well as it's going to share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord. As well as stay tuned for those twin flame readings. Those are coming up after this, depending on where those are getting posted at. That information will be below on my Instagram, okay? I want you guys to have a good day, and bye-bye.